What's up, guys? This is K-Lo, and normally I'm here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming, but welcome to an episode of The Cutting Board, a special one, I might add. And today, before we get into any of the topics of conversation, I'm joined by Aden. Why don't you say what's up?
Bum 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 bum.
Oh, the battle music. It triggers something. It's like I'm the Winter Soldier whenever that goes down. But
You got to be
before
ready for battle.
Always ready for battle. But before we get into any of that, we'd like to say thank you to anybody and everybody who is liking and subscribing to Game Sandwich. And if you're new here, why don't you join in on the fun? Now, Pokemon Day is coming up. No news, really, on a Pokemon Presents outside of vague kind of assumptions. But we want to do our best here to kind of get ahead of the curve and predict some things that may get revealed here. Some of the things we know kind of, sort of, for sure will be happening. So I want to address the elephant in the room. We have to see Pokemon Legends ZA here. Like, gameplay, release date, everything practically about this game. It needs to happen here, right?
Yeah, no, it does. I mean, really, if they don't show if they don't show anything off for Pokemon Legends ZA, then I'm going to be incredibly disappointed. That's the only game, or like so far for Nintendo at least, it's the only game that I'm somewhat interested in for the possible release on the Nintendo Switch 2. So like, give me more information, please.
Now, albeit, people have assumed this game is coming out in the summer of 2025, so sign me up for that. I do. We talked about this game a little bit, where there was the possibility of switching between the past and the future. Kind of like that's what the vibe of the trailer almost gave off. That weird. It's playing right beside us. That weird looking trailer. I also just need to know the starters. I don't know why. Whenever it comes to a Pokemon game like this, I'm always just interested in like who we're starting out with. Who could possibly be that lineup? And then the thing that'll be the talking point for most people, the Pokemon deck size. Like, are we going for like all of them? Are we having a more scaled down thing here? I do want to ask you though, because we're kind of led to believe this game is taking place in a city, just the city. Do you think that's enough for it?
I mean, yeah, I mean it's the city is enough for it. If so, I would prefer city and surrounding areas, but
Okay.
the city I feel like would be enough for it if they scale it up enough. Like if it's a big enough city, then yeah, you can definitely have that be good. I mean, there are many games that just take place only in a city, you know. But I also want to point out for you, real quick, just because you brought it up, the starters were leaked.
Yep. I think I'm looking at the right
Specifically,
list.
it was leaked by someone on 4chan who is infamously known to have leaked many things in the past, yada yada yada. But what were what were the actual starters that were leaked?
I got a
It
list of three
was
that I like, but
Totodile, Litten, and Snivy,
yep. Yep.
which we all know of the three of them, Totodile is the best. There's no arguing on that. And if you do think anything else, then you're wrong. Simple as that.
I don't want to say the bigger word, but I despise Snivy. I just can't get behind that line. I used Litten in Sun and Moon, but Totodile, I mean, come on. For Alligator.
I mean,
Also, factoring in, these are going to be region, like, specific. They're going to be different. So, as long as they don't give me that weird
yeah.
Cyndaquil vibe, that's fine
Give me
by
a
me.
Totodile that is like that is water and dark, please. That would be great. Or
Ooh,
like a water and ghost type Totodile. Ooh, that would be
ooh.
cool.
That would hit different. And
Yeah, it would.
my thing for Pokemon Legends ZA, uh, this is carrying the torch for Nintendo for a decent amount of time, and then you're heading into the Switch 2. There's a lot that could be done here. My main gripe, again, with this game, it's gonna be cross-gen. That's almost a safe bet, right? This is gonna be on the
Yeah.
Switch 2.
Like I feel like it has to be on the Switch too, and I feel like they're going to announce that
Yeah.
like on Pokemon Day, they're gonna say, "Oh, okay, we know we said it was for the Switch, but it's actually going to be for the Switch and the Switch 2 because the Switch 2 will obviously play it better because of faster processing speeds, yada yada yada."
Now, that begs the question, do they give two separate SKUs of the game? Or they're like, hey, if you own Pokemon Legends EA as is, like on the basic Switch, here's like an upgraded version. Or do you think it's like a whole separate cartridge where it's like, this is the Switch 2 version that'll run better somehow, some way, or whatever?
No, I feel like there's going to be two different versions. I feel like it'll be here's your basic version that is for the Nintendo Switch, that is dumbed down for the Switch processing, because we all know that the Switch is actually not that great of a console. It's pretty bad, actually, when it comes to processing power. And so, like, really, I feel like they're going to say, here is another version of the game for the Switch 2, specifically that has been enhanced, that runs a lot better by this version.
Now, to transition away from Pokemon Legends ZA real quick, a game that I am heavily invested in. I always kind of throw up articles on the website about this game. Pokemon TCG Pocket. That is something I'm expecting to show up big time here. Of course, I'm going to lump in Pokemon Go because this is all like mobile stuff. But apparently people are saying a new set is scheduled to be released on February 28th. So that could be welcome news as far as what that new set is going to be. I assume it's going to be a pretty big one that's added to this game. And I got to admit, I'm fully in that game. Like, I love going on, ripping packs, albeit haven't spent any of my hard-earned money on this game. But if they drop a fire set with some good EX cards, I haven't gotten a gold card yet either. I might consider it. But yeah, TCG Pocket, of course, Pokemon Go, those are big for them nowadays. So I'm fine with that. The one thing I wanted to throw to you, albeit very, very big long shot here. They could save it for the next Pokemon Day. Not saying we need to see the actual game itself, but do you think Gen 10 shows up here? They're like, hey, here are the two titles?
You know, like, I'm feeling yes, I really am. And the reason why is because it's been so long since we've had a mainline Pokemon game. And so, like, Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, they had their initial release date was November 18th, 2022. So it's been close to 3 years. It hasn't been 3 years yet, but we haven't really had a 3 year gap
No.
for Pokemon before. So, like, I think it happened one other time where we had like a 3 year gap in between, like, two mainline Pokemon games. And so I could see them releasing like just the name, doing a little teaser, maybe being like, okay, here's the first Pokemon of Gen 10,
Yeah.
shows up on screen or something, and just goes, oh, Gen 10, experience Gen 10, 2026, you know?
Yeah, I'm
I could see
expecting
it.
a title, at least. What that could be, it's very weird. I try to find a pattern with Pokemon and how they name their games, but then you go, all right, Gen 8 was Sun and Moon. Or no, Sword and Shield. Then you go to Scarlet and Violet. And then there's Pokemon Legends ZA. No one really knows. They assume it's Zygrade, but whatever. There are rumors that Gen 10 could possibly take place in a region that is based around Greece, which, when I start to think about that, I think about the Switch 2. I think about how beautiful that region of the world is. I mean, that might be like the best Pokemon game ever made if they can nail it. They need to nail it.
Yeah.
I've also seen we could get a new evolution here. Shout out to the.
Please give me a dragon one.
I was just about to say I need a dragon type, but they're gonna
Or
give
give
us
me
a.
a ghost one.
I was gonna say they're gonna give us a bug type Eevee.
No, no.
That,
I don't want a bug type Eevee. I want a ghost or a dragon, please.
no one wants that, but you know they're Pokemon. They gotta throw us off somehow. But Gen 10, out of like a scale, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, Where are we sitting as far as at least a title reveal? I'm not saying gameplay. I'm just saying title.
Yeah, I'm thinking title reveal is likely.
Okay. Okay.
If not title reveal, just them being like, "Oh, hey, here's the first Pokemon of Gen 10," and just be like, "That's it."
That's it.
Just be like, "Boom, new Pokemon appears on screen. Gen 10 coming,
Mm,
2026 fall, whatever." There you go. That way, it gives them another year. That would be 4 years from a mainline Pokemon game, and that would give them a lot of development time.
yeah.
And so they would be able to actually make a good one this time because Scarlet and Violet were terrible. And if I could ask for one thing from Nintendo, to just give me something that doesn't have a gimmick, please.
Uh,
Like, I hated the gimmick of the past and the future thing of Scarlet and Violet. I didn't like the previous gimmicks before that. The gigantic Pokemon were like, oh, okay,
yeah.
that's a thing. I didn't like it though. I thought it was kind of dumb.
Yeah, it was weird.
And like, I don't like the whole terastallizing thing. I thought that was kind of dumb too, and
Yeah.
everything. Mega Evolution was like the last gimmick that was good.
Coming back in Legend ZA, so I mean they're giving us a little something. Now, speaking of things I want and what I need, and I've been saying it practically every Nintendo video that we make here on this channel. Let's just say we don't get Gen 10, because I feel like we're going to get one or the other as far as, like, as announcements go. Is this the time for NSO and the older games? Or do you think that's more of, like, Switch 2 mid-year one, like, hey, here's a bunch of stuff for you?
I'm feeling Switch 2 on that. Like, I'm feeling next year's when they're going to finally say, oh, we're going to give you what you want and put the Nintendo, like, Game Boy games on, like, NSO. And then that's when we get the original Pokemon games. And then we also end up getting, like Gold and Silver, and we get Emerald and maybe Crystal. Ooh, I would like Crystal again.
Okay. I had to double check this to make sure my timing was correct. February 27th, 2026. That is the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. So I feel as if on that day specifically, we're gonna get one of the two. We're gonna get Gen 10, like the gameplay trailer and like the full reveal.
2026? Or are you
2026.
talking?
This is
Okay.
2029, or this is 29 as far as like an
Okay.
anniversary goes. So next year would be the 30th. That's where I feel now I'm starting to rationalize it. There could be the reveal for all the older games on NSO this year, and then Gen 10, because 10, 30th, kind of synergy there. Maybe that's when we get Gen 10.
See, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that at all. I'm feeling just a little reveal for Gen 10 this year. And then next year, when during the 30th anniversary, that's when they go big and they go, oh, we're going to re-release like a lot of the old ones, you know? Be
Yeah.
like, hey, maybe they do. Ooh, you know what? Here we go. Here we go. They release a new Pokemon game on Pokemon Day next year. That's what they do. But they announce it this year, and for the 30th anniversary, they just bring back complete and total remakes of the originals, but they add Gen 10 to it. Like you're going back to it.
Ooh.
Not a remake, but like a complete redoing of Kanto,
Like a
maybe
reboot.
Johto as well. Like reboot those two areas and add newer gen Pokemon to it, and then also add Gen 10. There
I
we go. That's what
I
they do.
I always see like online every now and then this Switch game case where it's like all of the Pokemon games on one singular like little chip, and I'm like, that would be my dream come true. And it also
Yeah.
rationalizes this idea. They know what they're sitting on, and they're not just gonna like not charge you $70 for all these games, right?
Yeah.
That's
It's
also too.
Nintendo.
Gen 10.
Nintendo's going to be, hey, here's an old version of this game that's not redone at all, $70, and people will still eat it up because it's Nintendo.
I I've been itching to. I have Fire Red and Leaf Green. I've been itching to play those games, but I want to play them on like my Switch or something. I would be at their mercy. Like, at that point, if they're like, Pokemon Day rolls around, I'm gonna be hyped up as it is, just off of, like, vibes and all that. But, like, if Pokemon Day comes around, they're like, hey, here's red and blue or something on the eShop. I'm buying them. I am buying them. I'm buying them all. Give them to me right now. Oh my gosh. And then forget it. I'm not gonna actually, you know what? I'm gonna go a Pokemon video without mentioning these games. So we'll move right along. I'm not gonna do it. I promise. I promised myself I won't. But yeah, I'm thinking this Pokemon Day 29th anniversary, we're gonna be getting Pokemon Legends ZA without a doubt. And I'll say Gen 10 title reveal. That's it. That's all we're getting.
See, I don't even think title reveal. I just think it's literally going to be here's a singular Pokemon, it's Gen 10, and then coming 2026.
Oof.
That's it.
Oof.
That's what it's going to be.
Hey.
It'll be like, here's your first look at Gen 10 of this like Pokemon that looks like maybe Goldango on steroids.
I mean, odds are it's going to be like the Pikachu clone or whatever they call it. Also,
It'll be a new version of Pikachu.
Ooh.
Just there you go.
Pikachu 2. Well, that's technically Raichu.
Pikachu.
Pikachu. Mewtwo. That whole deal. Also, too, real quick, I'm going to slide this in. There are rumors, or like there was a report that they're making a live action Pokemon after Trainer Red. Maybe some shows pop up here. I think that would do well, right? Like, it's going to be on Netflix. That's all I know. They didn't say much.
I mean, I can see that. I could see that. If there's rumor of that, I could see it.
That would go so hard. Oh.
I have one final thing just to bring it back to Legends ZA.
Ooh, okay.
So like it was leaked that like some of the Mega Evolutions were leaked, saying that specifically it'll be Mega Flygon.
That's all I need.
And also Mega Dragonite.
That's all I need. That's all I need.
And so, do you think we get a reveal of those two?
Ooh. Well,
or at the very least, like, do we get a reveal of some of the new Mega Evolutions?
Oh, we're definitely going to see Megas. I feel if they really want to flex, the Flygon one is the one that a lot of fans have been asking for. I guess Dragonite too, but that would be a statement. That'd be like, yo, Megas are back. Here you go. Like the ones you've been wanting. Granted,
we paid attention to you for once.
I was just about to say, are they really going to throw us that bone? Or are they going to be like, here's Mega Persian or something stupid like that? I don't know. They gave us Mega Sableye before Mega Flygon. I mean, can we have some decorum here? Can we just have some stability and give us Megas we actually want? But I don't know. I'm very interested.
Give me Mega Vanillish.
Or
Mega Vanilla.
What is it, Trubbish?
A Mega Ice Cream Cone.
That would be a triple scoop, or like the whole sundae.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Exactly.
Now I'm hungry.
Give me a Mega Sundae.
Give me a Mega Sundae. But with all that being said, do you have any closing remarks here for Pokemon Day?
No, I just want a Mega Sundae now.
Yeah, I'm honestly hungry right now, and it's only 10 a.m.
I need that solely so Pokemon fans get angry.
Exactly. But if you want to talk more about Pokemon, let us know your favorite Pokemon in the comments down below. You can join our Discord, because we're always talking about video games there. But I think that about does it here for this episode of The Cutting Board. And as of right now, I've been K-Lo, joined by Aden, and we'll see you guys next time. If you enjoyed today's video and want more content just like this, consider subscribing to Game Sandwich for all your news, rumors, and reviews. And we'll see you guys next time.